It is important to know about how your entire system works as a combination of the different systems that have been categorized, if you will, by the medical and scientific community. Physiological or biological systems, including the nervous and digestive systems, cardiovascular and respiratory systems. Your lymphatic system, especially more, needs to be discovered here. And your skeletal structure. These are deeply connected to the other in a way that is only yet lightly touched upon. Their connection can be explained one way as diversely scattered molecules which express themselves as you. They understand their energetic nature and therefore easily connect to and communicate with each other in this way. Things like sinus pressure, respiratory distress, and things like elevated blood pressure. These things are connected to the other in such a way that separate diagnoses and treatment are most often incomplete. The symptoms can mimic other things. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is never the intrusion of dis-ease, but there will always be a constant balancing of systems, a congruence, if you will. And so what is affecting one system will shift the activities in another. Since the systems move together, it will be logical for you to treat and address them from this vantage point. This is also another way to truly discover and embrace your inherent creatorship. You can consciously begin looking into how all of this is connected and begin to practice the science of tapping into the structure in such a way, acknowledging this connection. Acupressure, acupuncture, sound therapies, yogic practices, and naturally occurring oils would be examples of either treatments or maintaining balance. But acupressure and tapping, for instance, are things that you can begin to do on your own in order to connect with your body's healing principles and abilities. In this way, you are reestablishing your connection with your cells and therefore your entire structure from the leadership position, a position of creatorship and wisdom. Your cells understand this and will begin to react to you this way. Here is another way to think of this. Your system already acknowledges itself as a whole, complete system. But collectively, you have been also giving it mixed signals, a different message than this through your programmed beliefs. You and your cells communicate. You are in partnership with them. So despite what they innately understand, they are also following your guidance. This does create the physiological imbalances you experience, although it is not the only source of imbalance. So your gradual shift into acknowledging these things, your in tandem correspondence with them will incite reaction. And it will invoke a response in which your cells begin to express their innate knowledge and ability to balance. Your cells will begin to work with your new intention. The more that you acknowledge this mentally, the more evidence your body will begin to provide. You are also giving yourself permission to see this physical evidence manifested. This is where the interpretation of the placebo effect comes in. Many in the scientific community are becoming more aware, but the structure still holds within its energy the subtle belief that the placebo effect is somewhat abstract or merely a psychological concept. But in fact, it is more than a psychological concept. It is, in fact, a reaction, an incitement of the geometric field. And listen closely to these next words. We would say the collective belief in separation between the biological systems is waning. We can estimate that your individual beliefs conjoined with these collective shifts are creating numerous possibilities for optimal natural healing. But your individual intention is of supreme importance. By tapping into this power to connect directly with your physical body, you demonstrate responsibility for its structure and manifestations, and will gradually reestablish your inherent role of conscious leadership here. We love you. We are the Arcturian Council. End transmission.